Nobody indeed. What is good? Welcome into Driving the Line. My name is Alan Bell. We got a fantastic show lined up for you tonight. Hope your Sunday is going fantastic, swimmingly, as some would say. I don't know who says that, but hope it's going great. All right, let's jump into this game here. A big one tonight. Lions at the Eagles. Here we go. Alpha versus Alpha right here. You wanted a fight, you got it. Jared Goff and your boy Jalen Hurts looking sharp. Can't wait to jump into it. Eagles 2.5-point favorites. A money line for Detroit of plus 130 and a total of 46.5. Those are the articles of war tonight. How are you getting down? So first, okay, you have to answer some questions before you jump in. Who is going to win this game? Like, forget the spread. Forget all that. Just drop in the chat who wins this game. Lions or Eagles, right? Lions or Eagles. All right, and then what are you going to do with the total? 46.5. So watching the Philly Green Bay game last week and seeing Jacobs get all those catches, I kept telling myself tonight will be a big Gibbs game. There you go. It's a good look. It's a real good look. Hey, real quick, if you guys could hit the like button, that'd be fantastic. I hate asking you, but YouTube is YouTube. Just have to do it. If you're watching on your phone, just grab the screen, pull it down, hit like, the little thumb up button, pop back up. I swear I won't ask you for anything else, but if you could do that, that'd be fantastic. Right here. Right there. Crystal, hey, evening, AB and crew. Good evening. And good evening to everybody here. So good to see you. Say hello in the chat. Didn't mean to do that. Apologies there. Yeah, and if you're new, absolutely, please. You don't have to say hello. You can lurk. It's perfectly fine. Test the waters here. But I think you'll enjoy it. And it's so good to see everybody. Now, let's jump into the game. So drop in how you feel about it. Like this, we're going to go through everything, but this is, I mean, even the touchdown, first touchdown, right? Which we'll do at the end of the show. Who scores first? Detroit or Philly? This is going to be a great, great game. All right. Let's jump right into it. Let's break down the picks. All right. Well, you've heard me talk about betting Eagles games, and I've been burned. So whenever the Philadelphia Eagles are involved, I simplify big time. So Saquon Barkley, anytime TD, minus 105. Give it to me. Jalen Hurts, anytime TD, plus 110. Give it to me. Jared Goff, I think he throws a pick tonight. Jalen Hurts, I think he throws a pick tonight. Now, if you don't want to play interception, a much better look would be playing over 1.5 turnovers on BetMGM, and other books have those too. But yeah, if you don't want to play interceptions, but you do want to play turnovers, there are other ways to go about it. But I'm rolling with picks here because something's got to give tonight. The Eagles can't keep doing that. So give me both quarterbacks to throw a pick, and then give me Saquon Barkley, longest rush over 16.5 yards. Yeah. Now, not taking any shots at Detroit, their defense, or anything about it. I love everything about these two squads. However, I mean, not that either team is in some kind of a win mode, all this, blah, 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 right? But, yeah. Junkie, yeah, a lot of plus money out there. There is. And these are basic bets, too. Be careful tonight. I'm just saying. Eagles have an ability to just choke everything out of games. But Detroit could be the foil to that one. Coop, what's good? Good to see you. You doing all right? Spell Dog. Hey, everyone, nervous wreck right now. Yeah, Chiefs on? I imagine so, bro. Yeah. Matty boy, what's up? Good to see you. Hey, glad to be here, baby. Just glad to be here. Okay, So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So those are the 5 picks that we have. Now we've got plenty more to break down, and we're going to jump right into it. So take a look at these teams. We're looking at scoring here. So we got the Detroit Lions on top, Philadelphia Eagles on the bottom. So let's just look at the last 3 games for both teams. The Lions, 24 points against Tampa Bay, 24 points against Minnesota, 44 points against Washington. Detroit, pretty consistent. Philadelphia, 17, 28, 38, 10. Now, Green Bay Packers are a good football team, but still, 10. I know it's cold. I know we had the polar Arctic blitz. But again, now, look at both of these teams. So, besides Philly last week against Green Bay, these are 2 teams that do not waste time scoring. Look at the first quarter for Detroit. All right, just go across the line. 14 points in the first quarter last week, 7 points before, 7 points before, 3 points, 7, 7, 7, 14, 0. They've scored in the first quarter in every game except week 1. Not many teams in the NFL can do that. And here's the other part. Detroit, they've scored in every second quarter this season and damn near every third one. And they have scored in the fourth quarter of every game this season. They are unbelievably consistent. Now, I know that they made a change offensively, but in terms of the play caller, Rams win. Big Tom Lowe said, "What up, AB? Boomer Sooner. Hey, your Sooners, man. That was a big win. Dude, they're doing it. Hey, and that kicker, dude, I love that dude. That dude has no problems getting out and just blasting 60-yarders anywhere." Oh, my goodness. Big respect to Oklahoma, man. Big respect. Yeah, so these 2 teams score, and they do it throughout the game. But they can both play defense, too. So, yeah. No Chill said, "Smash that like button." I appreciate you there. And, yeah, hit the like button for sure. And like, subscribe, all that to No Chill for sure. Randall, what's up, bro? Yeah. So, anyways, that's going. I mean, look, these 2 teams are exactly who the hell you think they are, right? Don't overthink them. But we're going to go through this every time the Eagles are in a game because they're good enough to stop anybody's offense. And any given, I mean, yeah, we could say that about any team, but Philly for real can do that. Detroit can too. I mean, let's jump into the quarterbacks. All right, let's talk about this. So, Jared Goff and Jalen Hurts. Jared Goff, pass yards over under 242.5. Jalen, 206.5. Last week at Green Bay, it was 197 was his number. So, again, the books just... we'll keep talking about it. Pass attempts, 32.5, 26.5 for Jalen. 21.5 completions to 17.5 for Jalen. 35.5, both sides for longest completion. Interception, plus 120, plus 116. You can hear the qualm in my voice. Here's the problem. If the Eagles get up, they will run the football and run the clock, and nobody will hit any bets unless you bet the under and everything. Right? That's the concern. And they can do that at any moment. They're good enough to do it. Now, again, not coming at Detroit here, but how aggressive is Detroit going to be? How diverse is Detroit going to be? Run game, pass game, right? Because the Eagles secondary is ridiculously good. Not the Lions defense isn't, but you got to be careful. You swim in these waters, man. Jahmyr Gibbs, all right, Saquon Barkley. So here's our run game tonight. And this is a hell of a run game. And not even these two. Break down the first four. Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery on one side, Saquon Barkley, and Jalen Hurts on the other. I mean, those are four dudes that are going to be running the rock tonight. Catching passes out of the backfield, too, as Tizzle mentioned. 62.5 over under for Jahmyr. 69.5 for Saquon. 69.5. That's a pretty low number for him. Rush attempts, 13.5, 16.5. Longest rush, 14.5, 16.5 for Saquon. We're on that. Anytime TD, minus 130, minus 110. 2 touchdowns, plus 450, plus 500. Both of these people are live for 2 touchdowns. They're both live for it. I'm not saying bet it, but they're both live for it. Now, what are the books telling you with these numbers? You know what they're telling you? You know what the number one thing that you need to pay attention to tonight if you're betting player props or totals or, anything really? Time of possession. Time of possession is if you can identify that or if it's just a pretty even split. But what I'm getting at is this, is what the books, right? Look at the rush attempts. Now, again, I understand that there's David Montgomery and that there's Jalen Hurts behind both of these elite players. But still, we've bet both of these teams 1 trillion times. And I'm telling you, those rush attempt numbers are low for both of them. Meaning, when you look at pass attempts, rush attempts, those are essentially, you're kind of betting on time of possession as well when you have to get volume prop bets, right? More time you got the ball, more offensive plays, more chances you got to get a Saquon rush attempt, right? Or anybody else. So always keep that with you, that attempts, and you got to kind of have a previous history with said players or teams. The time of possession here, man, the books are a little concerned about it on both sides, as they should be. These are two excellent football teams that when they get in a mode of not turning the ball over, buddy, you don't have a single one. Clean sheet, right? Yeah, let's take a look more. Running the ball. David Montgomery, 38.5 yards over under. I mean, that's an attainable number there. Jalen Hurts, 29.5. Be careful with quarterback rushing yards, kneel downs. They count as rush attempts, but you also lose rushing yards with quarterbacks. Tank Bigsby, 8.5 yards over under. Jared Goff, half a yard. Is anybody getting down on that? Who wants some of Jared Goff over 1 rushing yard or under? Is anybody getting down there? Good evening, David. Good to see you, bro. Take a look at rush attempts. Montgomery, 10.5. 10.5 rushing attempts. Jalen Hurts, 7.5. The Iceman says, Tank's too low. Going to be a physical game. Yeah, it is going to be physical. It is definitely going to be physical. Okay, now, let's take a look at the pass game here in regards to wide receivers. Amon-Ra St. Brown, A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown's been complaining a little bit, been chirping. He wants the rock. They might have to pass tonight, too. A lot more than they usually do. 76.5 yards for St. Brown, 63 for A.J., 6.5 receptions to 4.5, 23.5 longest reception for Amon-Ra, 23.5 for A.J. Anytime touchdowns, plus 125, plus 145, 2 touchdowns, plus 900, and plus 1,000 respectfully. Yeah, Junkie said he can complain all he wants. He's a baby. Like, so the interesting part here is that this isn't the first time AJ Brown's complained. And it's not the first time nor the first team. That said, usually the ball comes his way when he speaks up. We'll see tonight, but usually, and he did it in Nashville, not a lot, but when he spoke up, he got the ball, right? Now, there's also, and this is what we talk about. I swear that the Eagles coach, Nick Sirianni, we talk about this, that his job is difficult, and he's not the only one dealing with it, but the Eagles are such a complex being that this is literally what coaches have to deal with. Like, you just want to go out and coach your team and go win a game, and you got to deal with your wide receivers upset, and again, I'm not coming to AJ, right? But you're just constantly dealing with this, and you're like, we've won 7 games. Like, why is everybody upset, But that's what you get with a complex being, man. So with Philly, you're almost battling yourself more than you're not more than you're battling the other team. It's the freaking NFL, but you see what I'm saying. You just got to manage all of that, man. It's all over now. All right, so Cortez said Hurts is going to force it. That's why I love his interception. I completely agree, Cortez. And we don't bet Jalen Hurts to throw a pick very often because he just don't throw it very often. Right? It's a numbers game. But I agree, Taz, with that completely. Now, you look here, receiving yards, Devontae Smith, 57.5, Jameson Williams, 54.5, Dallas Goedert's up there, Jahmyr Gibbs, Khalil Raymond's up there, Brock Wright, Saquon, David, Jahan Dotson. Like, you got a lot of dudes, man. You got a lot of people that can catch and do a lot of things, but you just need the pass attempts. That's the biggest thing. And again, I go back to, like, you've got some great ones here, right? But you got to have the ball. And both these teams can sit on it. So that's the fascinating part. Receptions here. Again, I mean, Devontae and AJ, 4.5. Jahmyr Gibbs is not a bad look here, man. I think Tizzle's spot on with that look. David Montgomery I would not look that way. I would look way more at Jahmyr. Saquon, that number 2.5 is tough. I've played Saquon receptions a lot, and he's usually at 1 to 2. Big Jason, what's up, baby? Freddie Bear, what's up, bro? So good to see you. Japan, what's up, baby? All right, so that is the receptions game here. All right, let me get the picks back up, and then let's jump into parlays for tonight. What do we got? All right, so Saquon Barkley, anytime TD, minus 105. Jalen Hurts, anytime TD, plus 110. Jared Goff, 1+ interception. Jalen Hurts, 1+ interception. And Saquon Barkley, longest rush over 16.5 yards, baby. Okay. So, yeah, I know that it looks basic, but welcome to Betting Eagles games. All right, let's jump into parlay. So our goal is success in 2 things, 2 parlays. The first one, all right, just trying to put together something that I like in the game. Okay, just a couple legs, nothing big, not trying to pay off anybody's house, right? Trying to hit a little parlay. All right, what do you think about this? Jalen Hurts, anytime TD, and both teams to score 20+ points, plus 276. What do you think? Yay or nay? In or out? Can we get 20 points? Okay, take Hurts anytime TD out. Do you think both teams score 20+ points? Yes or no? Freddie Bear said, let's hit the like button. Everybody, please. Hey, that'd be awesome, man. Appreciate it. Freddie Bear, thank you. And thank you to everybody. Yeah. Big time, man. It's a huge help. It really is. I hate asking, but like, I'm sure you get blasted by every show. It's YouTube. I mean, you know the deal. But yeah, do you think both teams score 20 points? Okay. If you do, it's a nice parlay dance partner. Then, I mean, you could play both of those, or you could play both of those. And, I went with a Jalen Hurts touchdown, but you could look at it any way that you want, right? All right. So I'm going to roll with that plus 276. Tizzle says, we've been handled some ass primetime games lately. I think this one breaks the trend. God, I hope. Okay. So that's parlay un. Going for Dose. Damn commercial. That's a good strategy, though, for Dos Equis on college football games on ESPN. Go for Dose, going for 2. That was a smart little play right there. All right. I don't know where my brain goes. Okay. Second goal. Can we hit a touchdown parlay? Usually we go 2 legs, and I'm not against it again. That said, I'm going to go 3 legs. Jameer, Saquon, and Jalen plus 750. Again, all we need, and I say all we need is Gibbs to score a tutty, Barkley a tutty, Jalen Hurts a tutty. 3 touchdowns. No matter what the hell else happens in this game, can we get these 3 dudes in the end zone? We could take home 3/4 of a stack. Can we get these 3 guys to score? I think we can. All right. I'm going to roll with those 3 right there. Japan. Oh, you and Liddy's saddle up became a push. Oh, wow. Oh, we'll have to get a double or nothing. Or just get another one going. Okay, so all right, yeah, those are the parlays. So Gibbs, Barkley, Hurts, those 3 to score a touchdown plus 750, and then Hurts. I need Jalen Hurts to score a damn touchdown tonight. Come on, Jalen. Come on, baby. Let's go. All right, Jalen touchdown, and then both teams score 20 plus points. I mean, it's just team totals over 19.5, right? So, I mean, you could take one of these teams out of there. Like, you don't have to play both. It'll change your odds. But, again, feel free to get creative. And if you do, like, if anybody's brand new, we are not against. Like, if my parlays or picks or whatever, like, if you look at it, you're like, dude, AB, I love you, but these are slaw, son. Let me fix that for you, bro. Like, feel free. You're not going to hurt anybody's feelings. Trust me. The whole goal is just to hit bets. All right. Tizzle. Thanks for reminding me, AB, 2-point conversion attempt plus 125 on DraftKings. There we go. Great call. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, this is also a game. 2-point conversion attempt, no doubt. And remember, the Eagles, to make this game even more difficult, here's the other thing. The Eagles go for like every 4th down. So, oh, they're a tough bird, man. They're a tough bird to crack. But what isn't is the no-fly zone. All right, let's jump into this one here. And to start it off with some good luck, Iceman says, man, they need to bring back the Coors Light twins and twins. Oh, God, I forgot about that commercial. Oh, my goodness. I forgot about those. Hi, Tina. So good to see you. Hope you're doing well. All right, so let's jump into it. So what are we going to see tonight from Jared, Ryan Gosling, Goff. Old tough life for Jared Goff. Yep, old tough one there. I like Jared Goff a lot. He seems like a great dude. And he's tough, man. I'm a big Jared Goff fan. The name of the game is how many pass attempts. If you could figure that out on both sides, you can be a rich man or woman. Now, the Eagles' secondary rankings. Chris Thomas reposted this stream. Man, can't thank you enough, big dog. Appreciate you. Hi, Tina. Yeah, so, okay. Tina, what are we doing? All right. Tina, who throws a pick first? Goff or Hurts? Okay. I want your honest opinion. Just gut answer, right? Scott, Goff, 35 pass attempts. All right. If we get there, okay, now look at this secondary. The Eagles ranked first in the NFL short left, first in the NFL short mid, 29th short right. Tina, Goff. I think so too. I think that's a smart answer. And with that, okay, so the Eagles ranked 9th deep left, 6th deep mid, 7th deep right. So the reason I asked that question to Tina, and Tina, thank you again for answering it, is how fast do either of these teams have to get into pass mode? Now, we know that they're going to throw, but they want to run the football first, Philly especially. However, if you're Philly and the defense and you're going into it saying, all right, how about we take something away from Detroit to start this game off, see what they do. Maybe it cripples them. You know what I mean? Not that Philly's going to come out and do a bunch of risky stuff on defense. That's not what I'm saying. But, you know, Jared Goff can sling it. But this defense it can just take you out of it, man. So I'm fascinated also because both of these offenses can score quickly in games. First quarter, second quarter. We just looked at it, right? But both these defenses are really good too. So you take a look here at Jared Goff. This is against the Vikings. 25 of 37, 284, 2 touchdowns, 0 picks. Look, they had Dan Campbell calling offensive plays. They went off. And I got a feeling if I know Dan Campbell, again, Dan Campbell took the play calling duties away from the new Lions offensive coordinator, and it was the right call, at least for right now, right? What do you think Dan Campbell's going to do? Feeling it off of last week. He's going to be aggressive, okay? Trust me, as the sun rises tomorrow, Dan Campbell wants to score first. But here's the thing. That can be good. Aggressiveness can be great. It can also be bad. You could throw a pick really quickly, right? If you just make a mistake. So I'm fascinated to see who is the aggressor coming out of the gate in this game. Now, you take a look at Jared Goff here. This is full 2024. These charts, green areas, you're above average in the NFL. Yellow, you are average. Red, below average. Randall, do they double Amon-Ra St. Brown since Laporta is out? Great question. Okay. So what the Lions offense, what their goal is, and this is why we talk about how quick do they have to get to the pass game. The Lions are going to use the running backs, all right, to alleviate that. But you can't keep doing that if the defense is sticking you. So I think run game, both handoffs and short passing game as a de facto run game can alleviate that. We're going to find out. Randall asked a hell of a question. Seriously. Like, how do these defenses get down against the other side? And I asked that for both teams. It's going to be fascinating. Now, let's take a look here at the other side. Okay. Well, sorry. Let me speak here. Jared Goff, where he's going to get into trouble would be deep left, intermediate short, or intermediate right. Intermediate right, because that's where the volume is going to be. Deep left, you're thrown across your body. Luke, how livid were you initially when that first Mahomes INT got called back? Dude, I was, because it happens with Mahomes interceptions too. And you're like, oh my God. But yeah, we got it finally. Oh yeah, you're right, bro. Yeah, Randall. I swear, dude, they always call. I know. Yeah. So, anyways, if I was talking to Goff, man, and the Lions, all right, stretch run game. How wide can we own the run game? Left, right. Can we stretch it all the way across? Can we dominate on the run game? RPO madness. Again, run, pass, option. The Lions use a lot of motion at the line of scrimmage, and they have a lot of athletic players moving all kinds of different ways. Running backs, tight ends, everybody's viable to catch a pass, throw a pass, catch a pass, then hit a little shovel. I mean, they can do it all, man. But you're going to see them form this entire artwork tonight based off a simple RPO. You running or passing. A lot of reading that Jared Goff will do of the ends, linebackers, etc. Did they crash in? Did they fan out? All of it. Who's the alpha here? Detroit or Philly? All right. What you have to do, Detroit, if you want to be the alpha here, leave no air. What do I mean by that? No air, no breath. Dude, you overwhelm them and you force the problems that could be there lurking. Offense, people aren't happy, all that kind of stuff. You bring that out, and you bring that out by just scoring. Overload their ass with points, right? Now, easier said than done, but you just got to get them first two. Maybe the first one. So we're going to see 3 out of 5 stars for Jared Goff. Throw a pick. Now, the question of the night, right? How much will the Eagles have to throw tonight? Every time they play, we ask the same damn question. Because I'll show you in a second. So the Lions secondary ranking, 17th short left, 31st short mid, 4th short right, 10th deep left, 26th deep mid, 3rd deep right. Yeah, and a great point here too. Floyd, windy, very windy. Floyd, appreciate it. Good to see you. Great info, for real. Man, wind really does play into it. Like, Floyd is not incorrect here. Like, man, that's just another wrinkle. All right, so here is Jalen Hurts' passing charts against the Packers, or passing chart against the Packers last week. 15 to 26, 183, 1 touchdown, 0 picks. Jalen Hurts' passing number last week was 197.5, and he was 14 yards under it. And they won. That's what I worry about, is that the Eagles find ways to do is I don't want to say minimal, because they're out there working, right? Like, I am not downplaying what the hell they're doing. I respect all of it. Matty boy. AB, I don't know if you've heard, but we are situationally off of the Tizzle special tonight. We are instead on the longest field goal under 50 and a half or 49 and a half. Great play. Wind, all of it, great play. And the Eagles don't. They go for every fourth down anyway. And the Detroit, you think they're scared to do that? There you go. All right, Broncos beat the Chiefs. Broncos are 9-2 now. Damn. All right, so look, this is Jalen against the Packers. I agree. Packers, great defense. It was cold, all that. Now, drop it back 2 weeks. So, this is the concern, is that don't ever forget that Jalen Hurts can cut you up. 19-23, 326 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Now, helps when you drop 3 25-plus yard bombs, right? But, again, even still, this is 326 yards, but look at the completions and attempts. 19 of 23. They just don't throw the ball. Like that. It's like the Eagles are just a jellyfish floating across the field. Like you look up and they win the game and you're like, none of my overs hit on player props. None of them. How does that happen? It happens. They're just built different. They literally are. Like they're just, I don't know. All I'm saying is just be careful because I've been burned. It burned when they have good games. They're just so complex, man. All right. If we're talking to Jalen, all right, we gonna score 20, man. We gonna score 30. How many points we're gonna need? How many points did Detroit score? All right, the pass game is there. Look on the left, Detroit, their secondary. Don't get me wrong, Detroit's defense is good, but you can get at them, especially with a lead and Saquon back there, because you have to respect Saquon Barkley and you have to have beef up there on the line and linebackers up. Jalen Hurts could go way off tonight. No joke. No joke. His numbers could look paltry in terms of his overs. But it's just, do you get in that mode? Do you get in the mode where they need the pass game? Because if they do, Jalen Hurts will smoke a lot of his numbers. But if they don't, his numbers are low and he'll still go way under. So, when are we going to get that Saquon game? When's the Saquon game going? And you know what this game might be? The winner of this game tonight might define when these two teams play again in the NFC postseason, who's playing at home. Now, again, we're not saying that this game, everything's on the line. That's not what we're saying. But a tiebreaker could be very valuable. Very. Meaning, go win this game. And whoever's playing at home, think about the difference of that. Not that either team would be afraid, but playing in Philly in January is different than playing under a roof in 71 degrees. It would help you out to win this game, and I say that to both of these dudes. 3 out of 5 stars for Jalen Hurts to throw a pick tonight. Okay, all right, let me get the picks back up here, and then we're going to go through touchdowns, and we'll jump out early because you know what, Randall? I'll take you up on that dinner. And I want to get there when the game starts. So we'll go through it real quick, and we'll bounce out if you guys don't mind. Let me get the picks. God, we have a lot of slides. Sorry. All right, Saquon Barkley, anytime touchdown, -105. Jalen Hurts, anytime touchdown, +110. Jared Goff, 1+ interception, +120. Jalen Hurts, 1+ interception, plus 160. And then Saquon Barkley, longest rush over 16.5 yards, minus 115. Okay, now parlays. 1 second. First one, Jalen Hurts, anytime TD, and both teams to score 20+ points at plus 275. And then can we hit touchdown scores here? Jahmyr Gibbs to score touchdown. Saquon Barkley to score touchdown. Jalen Hurts to score touchdown, plus 750. That's it. That's all we need. Quote unquote, all. But don't matter who wins. We just need these 3 dudes to score. Can we get it? Okay. All right. So now, the most fun game in sports betting. So what we do is try to identify who's going to score the first touchdown of the game. And I'm going to pull up the poll results. Okay. So the first touchdown score of the game. But one caveat, it has to be at plus 1,000 odds or more. And if you get it, not only will you get paid off of the bet, but you'll be remembered forever. Let me do it like the Sandlot. Forever. Yeah. So if you get it, plus 1,000 odds or more, you'll be remembered right here, as we will for every season, all time. You know, in like Little League, you go to like the concession stand, they've got the billboards of like state champs, you know, and high school and all that. That's what this is. We're going to have these. Like, this is going to be here forever. All right. And it completely free to play. And we want you to play. If you're brand new here, all you have to do is drop it into the chat or drop it into the Discord, or you could do it both. But if you just one of them, you don't have to go crazy. Like, just drop it in. All right, so who is in already? We got a great list here. All right, Spencer is in. Big Zach's got 2. Logs has 3. Wayne's got 4. I have 4. Just me has 2. Dan Clark has 2. Look at Ian has 5. Peggy has 2. Moshe has 3. Whale is in. Marshall has 3. Double down. Tied with Ian there with 5. Lydia's in. Pat is in. Cyclone is in. Big Dave Sharpen is in. Curtis is in. Matty Boy has 2. John has 3. Jared is in. Brian has 2. Japan is in. Brad is in. Drew has 3. Kevin is in. Addison is in. Jesse is in. Big Larry has 3. Z Money is in. Justin has 2. Bibbo has 2. Big Brian has 2. The Iceman has 3. Tizzle has 2. Big Jeff has 2. Patrick has 1 and in. No Chill is in. Yamster is in. Big David's in. Ron Sims is in. Taylor is in. Ben Dickerson is in. Big Randall Mims. He's in. Scotty, Tony, TJ's got 2. Tracy has 2. DTL Junkie looking sharp, and Big Luke, my boy right there. All right, so see those dots right there, those 4? They're waiting on your name. Okay, so play. Again, there's nothing that you have to do. You don't have to pay. You don't have to, like, none of that. You just drop it in the chat or drop it in the Discord. But it has to be first touchdown scorer and plus 1,000 odds or more. Luke said, the caboose. It's just in order. But you know what? Strong portion, okay? Somebody's got to finish the game. That's you, bro. All right, now you're saying, AB, who you going with? So we started the show off with the question of which team scores first. Like, which team do you think scores a first touchdown? I mean, you could make the point for either team. All right, let me pull up the poll results real quick. Dallas Goedert, 38%. All right, so in the poll, Dallas Goedert is the poll winner, 38%. Now, back to the question. Who scores first? I think it's Detroit. Give me Jameson Williams. Give me J-Mo, 1,400. I'm going J-Mo. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling a big Detroit game. Not that I'm not feeling one for Philly, but I'm going J-Mo. Plus 1,400. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, Tizzle. Yeah, exactly that. Lions win the toss, won the ball and score. Yeah, Junkie said the same. Yeah, Lions win the toss with tails as it never fails till they score. Yeah, there we go. Drilled it. All right. So, yeah, give me J-Mo plus 1,400. Okay. So, all right, let me pull this down. Big Scott. Hey, I thank you, brother. Okay. I'll put the picks back up here on the screen. There's nothing further in the show. All right. So if you are good, you've got your picks, you've got everything in, you're all set. There's nothing else that we're adding in. So feel free. Once you get your pick in, dropped in for the first touchdown, you're all set. You can roll. Now you can hang out, obviously. It's your house. Do what you will. But just saying, like, you're not going to miss anything. And, need to get going. Get going. All right. Those are the picks right there. Okay. So drop them in the chat who you've got for your first touchdown, and we'll roll. Also, if you have score projections, fascinated to see those too. What are your score projections for tonight? Okay. All right, we're starting here. Junkie going Brock right. I love it. Cyclone going Jameson Williams. Nice call. Cyclone. Tina. There we go. Luke. Ross Dwelly. Loon Saloon. Barkley under 17.5 carries, minus 120. Not a bad look. This is a time of possession play right here. Not a bad look. Saloon might be onto something here. I like your strategy. That's smart. Scott Devontae Smith. There we go. Love it. Big Brian. What's up, brother? Dallas Goedert. Nice. David. Taking David Montgomery. Plus 1,000. First touchdown. Eternal glory, baby. Big Spence. Dallas Goedert. Nice call. Ian. David Montgomery. Give me Monty, please. Monty. Tizzle going David Montgomery. There we go. Martez going J-Mo. I like it. Love seeing. Yeah, I do too. I do too. That was awesome. You made quick work of that. Now here we go. Hey, my people right here. First TD, David Montgomery. Let's go. Big Ed getting it. Let's get it. All right, Loon is going. All right, Tank Big. Ooh, plus 6,600. This would be a smoke of a bet. It would be nice. Ooh, I like it. Anybody else doing this? Even if it's like, even if, say, for not like, for even if it's not your pick in the game, but throwing, a couple tokens on this. I dig it. Freddie Bear. Dallas Goedert. Yes, sir. Got you, sir. You are in, my friend. Matty boy. My last one was Dubs like 100 years ago. Time to get back in. Jameson Williams, 1,500. Beautiful work. Junkie. Lions. There we go. Freddie Bear. I'm trying to get in the Players Club. Yes, sir. The Players Club. Yeah, there we go. Big Jeff. Dave Montgomery, plus 1,000. I love it. Patrick, my friend. Montgomery. Dave Montgomery. Dave Montgomery. Man, like, it's crazy that that's such a great choice. Like, there's so many star players. That's what I was getting at saying. There are just so many star players. Yeah. Big Brock. Charlie. Dave Montgomery. Nice. Bud Light will score first, right? Luke. Lions money line. Jahmyr Gibbs. Anytime TD. Nice. Lions money line. Jahmyr Gibbs. I like the basic, simple approach. Like that a lot. Those type of parlays hit, man. Double down. J-Mo. Love it. Big Luke, see you tomorrow, AB. Barkley East tonight, but Detroit hangs on. There we go. Luke, so good to see you, bro. Hey, have a wonderful, wonderful night, and thank you. And yeah, no doubt. We'll see you tomorrow for sure. Martez, do you like the total under 40? Man, great question, right? Like with Philly, God, it's so frustrating because they're so potent offensively. Like they can easily have games that get into the 70s. Easily. Because they can go. But man, I don't know. It's just how good's their defense, right? It's a great question. I didn't bet either way. I don't know. I put in a parlay of both teams to score 20. That's as far as I went. It's tough. Yeah, it's real tough. Ian, 38-31 Lions. There we go. Hey, Big F. Hey, Brock Wright, 2000. There we go. There we go. Big Landon, what's up, brother? Came in late. Good evening, AB. Going long shot. Tesla first TD. Okay, there we go. Landon, good to see you, man. Curtis, Jahan Dotson plus 4,500. You don't take any chop, but I'm getting a little taste. Hey, nice. AJ 900, Jahan Dotson. Hey, that's two good names, two good studs right there. That tank in real life. I feel you. All right, Dallas got it. There we go. Big Brian is in. Got you, sir. Got to give me a bigger long shot. Jared Goff. Jared Goff plus 8,000. Look at Randall. Eagles defense. Nice. Tracy Jameson Williams, first TD. Tracy, I like that look. Freddie Bear, Philly can definitely frustrate. Yeah. And again, and we don't say it negatively. Like, we're speaking from a betting perspective. From a football perspective, they're awesome. You're right. Like, betting can be such a different game at times. Yeah. Betting wise is tough. They're just so good. They have so much talent. It's crazy that teams keep trading with them. It's like Howie Roseman knows what he's doing. If Howie Roseman calls you, don't answer. He's going to fleece you, bro. You ain't ready for that call. That's what I'd be saying to every GM in the league. Like, dude, you aren't ready for that phone conversation. You're going to be selling off things you didn't know. Wide receivers and a Coke machine. Gone. Got to put a little pizza money on golf. I love that term, pizza money. Golf, 2 touchdowns at plus 20,000. That'd be a lot of pizzas. Chisel, 29-28 Lions, St. Brown. Octopus to win it. Boy, that'd be something. You have 2 alpha head coaches as well who wouldn't be afraid to do it. Gibbs over first, 15 first quarter rushing. God. Okay, so again, I asked time of possession. Bro, the reason I ask it, and not to be annoying, but it's because the Eagles can get the ball first and rip off 9 minutes of the first quarter and not do a damn thing with it. Get stuffed on a 4th and 1 at the 6th, and you just lost 9 minutes, right? So it's tough. I don't hate, but like the Eagles make you just change the way you bet. I don't know. I know that I sound like a broken record, and I know this sound like, hey man, if you're scared, go to church, right? Like, I get it. I've just been burned so many times in Philly games, man, and I'm like, I have to approach it differently, you know. Like, I can't get burned the same way again. I'll kick myself. If I lose going swinging the other way, fine. I can live with it. At least I went and got in the fight. You know what I mean? Look at these decisions we're trying to make. This is one of the best teams in the league. Big Brad, what's up, baby? Good to see you, man. How we doing? Oh, so good to see you, man. Okay. All right. Hey, we'll bounce out of here. We'll call it. Everybody, have a wonderful freaking night. I cannot thank you enough for you and everything that you do, for driving the line for this crew, for everyone, man. Thank you. literally thank both. I was reading the text. Yeah, the text and chat. Both. They thank the two of you. No, thank all of you. Cannot thank you enough for what you do. All right. We'll be live tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern. Until then, everybody, best of luck. Let's cash these tickets. Let's see who's getting on the list, scoring the first touchdown tonight, and joining the club. And we'll see you in the morning. Take care. Who's got it better than us? Nobody!